What went wrong for City today? Pep, some poor substitutions I'm seeing get called out. What went wrong and how comes Newcastle done ya?
I think number one, I'll call out the referee. This league, we have one of the worst referees in thing, and these referees don't deserve to go like major competition. I'm sorry, we have the worst officials in the league history. It's so shameful that you watch a game and it's spoiled by guys who have got computers to look at. And Foden's penalty, the guy kicks him. Even a 10-year-old boy would know that is a basic. It's like you got guys who are working at Sainsbury or Tesco, or guys who are just, and you basically got them and say, you're refereeing. You're going to sit on the computer and VAR. Because that Foden one is a 10. He's like, he kicks you. You can't get that wrong. And Premier League, why do they have referees this bad? Do they need to go uni or something?
Do you want to take them to
uni to be referee? Because I tell you one thing, Terry, about it, yeah? It's shameful because foreign fans who are watching Serie A speak to me and say, yo, I don't rate your refs. Your refs are crap. They tell me everything. Your refs are crap. They're useless. They don't do anything. They're always getting it wrong. Arsenal fans are complaining about it. I'm complaining about it. But it comes to a point where I don't
want to act like an Arsenal fan.
I see this game because this is a game changer, because I could be chasing Arsenal to win the league, but that era cost Man City. But
okay, then why are you not complaining about that? Why are you not complaining about Erling Haaland?
Number two, I congratulate Newcastle. No one should come out here and not congratulate Newcastle. They deserved it. I'll be honest with you. St. James's Park is a dangerous place. I respect that place. And one thing I said it to Kel, you need game changers. When you go to St. James's Park, we've lost 3 away games now. We've lost Aston Villa away. We've lost Man City away to Newcastle. And we lost to Brighton away. So it's not as if we're that good. We're not that good. Yeah? We beat Liverpool 3-0. Yeah? The Liverpool team that got beat by Nottingham Forest 3-0 with Sean Dyche. So there's no grace about being that great. We lost KDB. To me, I look at a team that Foden, I never criticized Foden, but you know what? We have to criticize Foden today. Foden had a stinker. Foden had chances. And if I say Man City fans are going to call me out and say, oh, how dare you? But listen, we have to be uncomfortable today. Foden had a stinker. Foden's supposed to carry us. Foden was supposed to be the David Silva replacement. He was supposed to be the KDB replacement, because the KDB in that game, I win that game. Those kind of chances, I'm smashing Newcastle 3-0. This is a Newcastle team that lost to Brentford 3-1. They lost to West Ham. These Newcastle fans will tell you they're not that strong this season. And they've lost Anthony Gordon this season. They're not that strong. We should be beating them.
Then are you waffling? That's not true. You're just taking away our goals. You've just said you'd beat us 3-0. So where's our goals gone? They've just disappeared.
If I had KDB, Rodri, and
so we've just lost goals.
No, I congratulate Newcastle. But our players like Foden should finish those 2-3 chances he had. If you don't finish Newcastle and Newcastle's still on the game, guess what? Newcastle will finish it. Because I know St. James's Park, they don't give you, and the crowds are very good. They're very passionate. And once they get one goal, I'll panic. And the players panicked and they couldn't come back from that. And congratulate Newcastle. Their fan base were onto us. Savio came on, the sub was the one that killed me. The substitution killed me straight away. I said, I'm losing 2-1 to Newcastle. I look at Savio and Oscar Bob. Guys don't score goals. Guys don't shoot. Savio, we missed 70 million to sell him. But I think the club are trying to force our fan base who have seen it. He's having stinker after stinker. Pep's refusing to take him off against Brentford. Pep's refusing to take him off against Villa. Pep's refusing. He brings him on when we're losing a game. When Omar Mamouche is on the bench, a game changer like Omar Mamouche. Why is Omar Mamouche not being allowed to come on? Against Villa, he was allowed 88th minute to come on. 88th minute. Yeah, 88th minute he came on. He created a chance. Why is Omar Mamouche coming at the 19th minute? Savio came off. Couldn't even. He had a corner flag to pass it to, what's his name? Reinders. He misplaced the pass. They nearly scored another third goal. So to me, I'm looking at this Pep substitution. Pep, I think he's being stubborn of trying to say, I know Tottenham wanted Savio, but I'm going to prove it to all of you fans wrong that he's still a good player. But guess what? That kind of substitution with Oscar Bob we couldn't make a difference. It didn't make a difference to us. And Newcastle today, I congratulate Newcastle for that win, because to me, we need to go January. I know Liverpool are so shameless that they think about Semenyo. We need to go to the January transfer window and sign.
You say they're shameless. You've spent more money in the last 2 windows than they have, to be fair. Before we go to Kel and get Kel's opinion, I found the graphic we were talking about. And what it shows is they did draw the line in the middle of the arm, and it's there. They did draw the line from the middle of the biceps. It's just his arm is not out at a 90-degree angle. It's at a 45-degree angle. But the line was drawn in the middle of the arm, Mo, as you can see very clearly there. And in that picture, it shows the line in, as you can see. So it was 100% drawn in the middle of the arm.
So it wasn't the referee that won the game; it was Newcastle. That's good. That's good.
I want to see the same line from everywhere. Maybe I got it wrong, but I want to see that.
I just say that there is one thing that's I think has not been spoke about at all, and the most.
I don't know why Philip is laughing. I don't understand.
You just got proven wrong. You're like, it's still wrong.
Yeah.
It took us 30 minutes to talk about a referee decision.
When you
got it
finish,
wrong. You asked me why is Philip laughing?
Yeah, okay. You
finish 40 minutes talking about a referee decision. Tell went out of his way to show you all this evidence that it was the right way to do it, and you're still saying,
Terry said Terry just went out. Terry went out to get the right picture. I showed you. I sent the pic. Terry showed you the picture I was talking about, where they drew it from way deeper, not from the middle of the biceps, and that was my evidence that they drew the lines from somewhere different. So I said maybe I got it wrong. They need to draw the lines, all of them from the same place, and I just admitted I moved on. That's it. That's a difference, bro. I said I moved on. I looked at it. There is a lot of people that think it's offside as well. I thought it was offside. Maybe I got it wrong that they drew it this time from this place. If they draw it the same place next time, I would say
we don't want to be like Arsenal fans. City fans don't like.
That's the thing, bro.
You just sounded like an Arsenal fan.
You just spent 40 minutes talking about referee decision.
This is insane.
I was asked my opinion. You can ask, bro, Philip. You can ask Terry. You can ask Terry not to invite me again. It's fine. If it's your show, you can ask Terry not to invite me again.
Terry, please. You just said we're not Arsenal fans. You spent 40 minutes talking about referee.
Why do you like an Arsenal fan, Hamza? I'm not associated with this.
Terry, please, next time, if Philip, you can ask Philip for permission to invite me to the show, please, so I can get my opinion on the show if Newcastle are playing. Seriously. But it's fine. We are in the same group, Terry. You can ask for his permission so I can be on the show. So I can say whatever I want. It's uncensored here. I can say whatever I want, bro. And you can absolutely debate me like Ash did. The Nick did. They did. It's fine. It's a back and forth. It's a back and forth thing. It's fine. Terry went, got the evidence. You know what? The difference is Terry went and got the evidence, and fine. It's a debate that we can get things wrong.
I understand what you said, Mo, in the sense of the way it looks, and that's why we have these conversations. You thrash these things out, and you kind of come to a conclusion. We've got a few super chats to go to, but I want to hear Kel's breakdown because I know Kel isn't going to speak about referees. What went wrong for City today, and how comes, in your opinion, Newcastle got one over on you in today's game?
Yeah, you're right. I'm not going to talk about the referee because I'm not a bitchy little Arsenal fan. I don't talk about the referees. I don't care. That goal was a valid goal to me. I move on from it. But for me, it's just not good enough today. Jeremy Doku, you fucking injured Connor Bradley. You just absolutely killed him the last game. And you couldn't do that against coming back from a long-term injury, Livramento. Not good enough. Phil Foden. I expected so much more from Phil Foden today. I thought he completely hid. If Mo and Terry want to keep asking me why I'm not saying City are the title favorites, it's because of games like this. We're not performing away from home. We should have beat Arsenal away. We drew the game. We were absolutely terrible against Villa on the road. And now we're terrible against Newcastle. Just not good enough. This is not consistent. What?
Brighton away as well. Brighton away, remember?
Well, Brighton, whatever. Those are the kind of games. I expect us to do better against the better teams. Like, if we want to be in the title race, these are the kind of games I want to win. This is a game we should have won. I think we're a better team than Newcastle. I've watched most of Newcastle's games this season. I'm sorry, you guys just aren't a good team. I've watched you got bitch slapped by Brentford and by West Ham. West Ham, who are probably going to be relegated. And we showed up to this game at St. James and just didn't look up for it. Very disappointing, Phil Foden. I'm also going to call out Erling Haaland. You have to do better. This was just not good enough. Ryan Cherky, I don't think he was good enough either today. Our attack was just not good enough, and that's where we lost the game. I think Donnarumma had a very good game. I think Ruben Diaz had a game. I'm at a loss for words. I expected us to win this game, and I'm very disappointed that we didn't. So I got really rattled on the live stream I was on earlier today. I've been very emotional about this game, and
do you know
Newcastle
why?
won the game. They deserved it.
Do you know
Cheers,
why? I know you don't watch Newcastle. Is because the whole reason you said was because of Tino Livramento, and the person who was the most pivotal part about our entire team today was Lewis Hall, and he's been out basically since February of the start of this year. But against he came back and did 190 minutes against Bournemouth, and then had a hamstring injury. We've been playing centre backs at left backs. We've been playing Tino Livramento at left back. We are actually been seeing a team in their actual position. And you see how much difference it can make, how we're able to go up both sides of the wings, because instead of having Tino Livramento be in his actual position and Lewis Hall be there, we're actually seeing us attacking properly. And Harvey Barnes now can actually play the ball. Yes, we have not been looked great in previous games, but that's because of circumstances. We've had loads of injuries. It happens. Every team gets that.
I've watched you lose games with all those players.
No, we haven't. Lewis Hall is his first game today. What are you about? He played one game in the
Newcastle
games with Tino Livramento.
Yeah, Newcastle this season are not as good as what people think.
Yeah, but we're telling you why. Like, we didn't have our fullbacks, literally.
You've not even seen our number 9 step foot on this training
melting down because you didn't have Dan Burn today, so I'm not listening to this fullback.
Any fan who has
I've literally been listening to meltdowns about that, so I'm not buying this whole thing. Sorry.
But Kel, let me ask you something. What about the substitution by Pep Guardiola? Because I think
why is Omar Marmoush not the first substitution off the bench? He scored a hat-trick against Newcastle last season. Why is he not a part of this team? I don't get it. This is really starting to frustrate me because he literally single-handedly carried us to the Champions League last season when Erling Haaland was out. Why is he not a part of this team? Why is Oscar Bob and Savio coming on in front of Omar Marmoush? I don't get it.
So you're going to be blaming. You're going to be blaming Pep. You're going to be blaming Pep when Haaland missed chances. Like, I've not heard any sort of onus be put on.
No, but I'm saying, go from this.
I'm saying is fair enough.
I'm not letting him escape this today.
But this is what you can do. You can say Foden missed chances, but then don't just say Haaland didn't either, because he did.
I did say Haaland missed chances. Did you not hear me?
Yeah, great strikers do have bad games.
But you're saying that Mamouche and stuff is the exact reason why you guys didn't win today. Haaland
No, Ash. No, Kel didn't say the exact reason. She didn't say the exact reason.
I fully blame Foden and Haaland, the two of them together, and Ryan Cherky. Not good enough.
Yeah, I think what we're trying to say I think City played well. But because you guys keep on referencing Brentford and West Ham, and fair play, we're bad. But what we're trying to communicate to you is our fullbacks make a world of difference to how Newcastle play, how Lewis Hall and having Livramento play. When they play and they're able to push up, Lewis Hall in the close spaces and can able to invert, our wingers are able to come up front and invert. Both the goals that you saw today, especially the first one, you saw at least 4 Newcastle forwards around your penalty box. Guess where the fullbacks were? They're right up next to them. They make a world of difference to how we play. It's not the same Newcastle team that played against West Ham. It's not the same Newcastle team that played against Brentford. And City played really, really well as well. Like, you guys could have been 2-0 up like at the beginning. I think obviously as fans we'll be all harsh, more critical of our own teams. I don't think City played that badly. Like, we went into a 5-3-2. We stopped your fullbacks. We paid a lot of attention to Doku, who's a very, very talented winger. We had 2 men on him. Like, we paid him a lot of attention. Like, it was difficult for him. Hard, and he was still able to get key passes through. Like, I don't think City were that bad, honestly. Like, and
I think Foden misses, and I said it at halftime. I said it to City fans. I said, you can't go to and miss those kind of chances. And I remember having KDB and these guys in that big game, big moments, bang, away games. And I'm sorry, this is the problem. We don't have game changers. Arsenal went and got Eze at Crystal Palace. When they're going against us, they brought Eze and Martinelli on, who made the difference. We brought Oscar Bob and Savio. Savio, who we're not ever going to get that 70 million again. We will not get that 70 million. And because that 70 million hurts Pep Guardiola so much that he needs to force it to show it to us. But guess what? every game Savio's having stinkers. And Kel, I know you're blaming Doku, but Doku had 2 man on him. Every time he got the ball, he was dribbling.
Well,
He
Doku
was
had 2 men against him at Liverpool, and he did very well. I'm sorry, expectations go up when you perform well for Doku, and when you fall back like this, I'm going to criticize you because again, his expectations have gone up because he's performed so well.
Can I say something before I have to go? I actually think one of the things that Philip said is like he didn't think that Man City played bad. And I actually agree with this. The problem with Kilk and Hamza is that sometimes you guys think that you just play. You got beat by a set piece, a second ball, and everything. I thought you played, you created chances for Haaland. He missed. Individual performances you let you down today. Like there are chances that you could have scored and the game could have been different. Both teams created chances. Like
we missed more chances than City did. We literally missed open goals. Like we can't just say,
Harvey Barnes missed chance.
Voltemada missed
a chance. Voltemada missed a header. City as well. Like Haaland literally scuffed his lines when he was 1-on-1 and Nick Cook was outside the 18.
Because they both
because I have to go. To be honest with you, sometimes for teams, it is not your day. The other team were more clean. Like Harvey Barnes missed a chance. And like shout out to him because it's not in his head and he scored 2 brilliant goals, like one by the heel and one the finish he did. And I think they just kept going. I think when Haaland missed that chance, it was in his head the whole game. It was in his head the whole game.
I hear that. Kane, do you feel like it's a little disingenuous? Because when you look at today's game, Haaland and Foden did miss big chances, but the bigger chances, the bigger XG, and the greater volume of big chances today were missed by Newcastle.